Well, I think City of Bellevue has noticed that a lot of startups have been starting up in Seattle, and our question is always, why not Bellevue? And when we question people about it, they want to be in Bellevue, they just didn't know there was a place for them. So we're trying to show them there is definitely a place for startups in Bellevue. We have probably most of the angel funders in Bellevue that finance startups in other parts of the area. And so it's a good fit. We have the space. We have a lot of mentors in this area. We have a great culture here. We have lots of restaurants, lots of fun things to do. We have people like you guys here in Bellevue who support this environment. So. Well, I think with Startup Bellevue in particular, we have 5 goals. One is education at the early age in the schools, getting coding in there, and at the later stages as well, and hopefully a research and development center here in Bellevue someday. We're looking at creating an inventory of space available for startups in Bellevue. We're looking at hopefully creating a marketplace that will highlight the startups that are looking for funding, and as a place for funders to go if they want to fund for the crowdfunding bill that just passed. We're looking at having events like Startup Bellevue Weekend that'll attract people from all over to Bellevue to see what we have here and to meet other people in the area. And we're looking at creating a website that will be able to show people what we have and allow people to connect. Well, I think the fact that these communities have kind of done all this on their own shows that Bellevue needs to get in there and make it easier for everybody to come together. And so those communities should be able to be in the same room and work off of each other. Well, my goal is that every kid in Bellevue who wants to learn coding should be able to do so regardless of where they live or how much money they have. So we're coming at it from all different angles. You can pay for classes. There hopefully will be classes in school as part of your curriculum. There'll be after-school classes, and I'm hoping that there'll be classes that are free for the kids who couldn't pay otherwise. You know, I don't know. My experience has been that kids like to leave the nest. So I'm not sure that the kids will necessarily want to start here. I don't think that the people in Silicon Valley all started there. I don't think they were born and raised there. But I think they will come home here because we do have the best schools in the area. We have like the 5th top school district in the nation. And that attracts families, and those are all good neighbors. So I think people will eventually come home, and I think having the opportunity to educate your child in this will attract people. Oh, I think it's all good. I think that anytime you can spend less time commuting and less money on cars and less, money on gas, I think I'm hoping that the younger generation is more environmentally friendly and doesn't want to leave a big carbon footprint, so that's all good. And I think that, having a city where you can just walk outside your door, go to where you want to go, you can go to a restaurant, you can go to a climbing wall, you can go to work, go to a park, go to a library.
A brewery and a coffee shop with startups' favorites.
Yeah, that too. I would say that that's probably more possible here than anywhere, especially when you have parents who already know how to make it happen. Mm-hmm. So yes, there'll be a lot of guidance in that area. I do want to clarify something. When we talk about diversity in Bellevue, and we like to say diversity is our strength here because it is, we're not just talking about cultural diversity, we're talking about age diversity. We have a very active older adult population here. Capability, we have a big variety of capabilities, and yet we have parks that are open to everybody of all abilities. And we have actually a much broader income level than you would realize. So we have a lot of people under the median income range in Bellevue, And we have a lot of affordable housing, we have low-income housing in Bellevue, and yet everybody has the same opportunities here. Well, we just came up with a vision statement, and I wish I had it memorized for you. I could tell you. But if I can go off my memory, the Research and Development Center is a big goal. Having the light rail completed is a big goal. Having affordable housing, a wide variety of range of housing available in Bellevue is a big goal, and yet still protecting our single-family neighborhoods. So if you choose to live in a quiet neighborhood with a big yard, you can do that.